What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome to Card Chaos Live. Ooh, my mic is sorry about that, mic. Um, hi. So we're on episode 62. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. For those of you who are new, this is a game that I created from my trading cards. I'm a trading card collector. And when the NBA was on pause, I decided that we needed to figure out a way to have sports. So I use my trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. Right. And so today, we're gonna do a double header. I usually don't do a double header, but I promised to. I promised like Carmelo versus Scottie Pippen, and then fell into Bam and Anthony Davis, and I said, why not? All right. So this game is simple. What I do is I'll shuffle the cards and put the cards in a bracket, and I'll pull up the bracket right now so you guys can see what that looks like. But it's an 8-man bracket featuring players, any position, going head to head. And what you guys do, all right, you guys play a very important role. You guys vote on a within 60 seconds. I literally put up a 60-second clock and have you guys pick the player. And it's just as simple as commenting below who would win. All right. So I'm going to show you the bracket right now so you can see where I put the players in. Here you go. Sorry about that. And yeah, go ahead and tag a friend, especially if you have Carmelo fans. Those of you from Heat Nation, you can tag your friends as well. But the last episode 61, we had LeBron versus Scottie Pippen. So Scottie Pippen is pretty active in our matchups, and of course, LeBron James came out on top. And it was you guys who voted that victory. The game before, Scottie Pippen again with LeBron, but this time y'all pick Scottie Pippen. So it depends on who's viewing. All right. The show before that, we had Grant Hill versus KD. KD came on top, and just to go one more episode below, we had Magic versus Kobe, and Kobe was able to win. So welcome you guys. Hey Patrick, what's up? First time coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards and fill in the extra spots. Let me just add that back in. And you will see right now. So let's see. Carmelo and Pippen are already hold 2 spots. So does Bam and AD, and I have to fill in the other 4. Usually I do 6, but because we pre-picked who's gonna win, who's gonna play, I'm gonna just go ahead and fill in the other 4 spots. Welcome, Rock Shay. As some of you guys know, I'm very dramatic, so I need to have music while I'm doing this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the theme song for the show while I shuffle the cards. So welcome to Card Chaos Live. All right. Now, in the first bracket you will have. In the first bracket you will have. Tyler Hero popped out. He wanted to join Bam for this matchup. So Tyler Hero will be in the first episode of Card Chaos Live against Tyler Hero, we will have. He wants to play. I don't know. We'll have Carl Anthony Towns. And you guys know I have subs, so you can sub them out. In the last bracket, we will have. Let's see who else. In the last bracket, we will have. In the last bracket, we will have. Dwayne Wade will be in this matchup of Card Chaos Live. And against Dwayne Wade, we will have. What's up, Justin? Against Dwayne Wade, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal has popped out in this episode of Party That Live. So participating today will be Bradley Beal versus Dwayne Wade. We have, for now, Karl Anthony Towns versus Tyler Hero. And in the main events, we have Bam versus Anthony Davis. And we have Scottie Pippen versus Carmelo Anthony. All right, now I'll pick the subs. The subs for today. All right. The subs for this episode will be. The subs for this episode will be. The subs for this episode will be. We have Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has made it into this episode. We have Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway has made it into this episode. And last but not least, we have Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose has made it into this episode of Hard Chaos Live. So the subs, just to repeat, the subs are Derrick Rose, Penny Hardaway, and Lonzo Ball. The matches will be Bam. Bam will be playing Anthony Davis in this episode of Hard Chaos Live. We have Carmelo playing Scottie Pippen in this episode of Hard Chaos Live. Dwayne Wade versus Bradley Beal in this episode of Hard Chaos Live. And last but not least, we have Tyler Hero versus Karl Anthony Towns in this episode of Hard Chaos Live. Thank you, everybody, who has joined so far. Interesting matchup. All right. So, guys, just so you know, before I get ahead of myself, I want to just make sure you know that on Wednesday we're gonna do LeBron James versus Jimmy Butler. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler will be on Wednesday episode, and here's the LeBron James card I have and the Jimmy Butler. I just want to say that just this LeBron James card before the playoffs started was probably worth like $10, and now it's worth 170 something. All right. So let me just make sure I have everything organized. All right. So let's get started. The first players that I pulled were Tyler Hero and Karl Anthony Towns. Now, you guys can choose whether or not we want a sub. Do we want to keep Karl Anthony Towns against Tyler Hero? Did I even spell his name right? Ooh. Yes. Do we want to keep Karl Anthony Towns versus Tyler Hero, or do we want to sub? Thank you for joining from the doctor's office waiting room, Justin. Remember the subs are Lonzo Ball, Anthony Hardaway, and Derrick Rose. So are we going to go with Tyler Hero versus Cat, or are we going to move on with a sub for one of these players? All right. So again, it's Tyler Hero versus Cat that's on the board right now. You can go ahead and just say sub if you want a sub, or we can keep it. I'm going to give you guys maybe like 10 seconds because I don't like to keep the game too long. I almost want to sub out Karl Anthony Towns and put in another player. So let's keep Tyler Hero because Tyler Hero is probably one of the hottest players right now in the league. And let's put in Anthony Hardaway. So we're gonna Justin, you want to keep it? Okay. Justin, since you're active on the board, we're gonna go ahead and keep it then. He says he wants to sub Cat out for Penny. Justin says to keep it. I don't know. My first inclination was to sub him out, right? But you know what? Since Justin was so kind to join us from the doctor's office, we're going to go ahead and keep the matchup. So today's matchup is going to be Carl Anthony Towns versus Tyler Hero, 1-on-1. All right. So I'm gonna keep that up. Rock J, you'll probably get the next the next thing. I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Wait. Oh, he wants to you're gonna sub out Penny early. I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Let's begin. Tyler Hero versus Carl Anthony Towns. All right, so if you play this game in 2K, right? In 2K, they'll probably make Carl Anthony Towns win because Carl Anthony Towns is the bigger player. They're going to say that Carl Anthony Towns is going to post up Tyler Hero, and Tyler Hero won't be able to guard him. But let's think about this for a minute. Tyler Hero, he can handle the ball. He's definitely not afraid to get to the basket, and he can also shoot from outside. So can Carl Anthony Towns. So let's say Carl Anthony Towns doesn't use his leverage of being tall and post him up. He can still shoot over Tyler Hero, right? So honestly, even though I really, really love what Tyler Hero is doing right now, if he had to go up 1-on-1 against Carl Anthony Towns, it's gonna look like Carl Anthony Towns will come out on top. Right? It's gonna look like Carl Anthony Towns comes out on top, but not without a fight. Tyler Hero is such a frisky player. And by the way, this card I won in a game called Cardopoly. That Cardopoly is run by my friend named Frank. And I'll tag him at the bottom of this thread. But it's a Tyler Hero rookie, and I won this among like 50 other cards playing his Cardopoly game. So let's see what the wall is saying. So the wall is saying Kat Omar. Also cool audience member, always here to support, says Kat. Justin says Tyler Hero. Rock says Cat Easy. Justin is a Tyler Hero fan, obviously, and he's picking Tyler Hero. But it looks like the wall mostly picks Carl Anthony Towns. So Carl Anthony Towns will move on in this episode of Card Chaos Live. I'll bring back the chart here and move them on. Welcome to everyone joining to Card Chaos Live. It's where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. We just did Tyler Hero versus Carl Anthony Towns, and we're going to move Carl Anthony Towns over to the next bracket. The next matchup, the featured thing, is Carmelo Anthony versus Scottie Pippen. All right. Justin is not having it, but Justin, I agree with you. I think Tyler Hero is amazing. All right. So here we go. We're gonna have Carmelo versus Scottie Pippen. So last night I put up this poll. It wasn't even an official poll. It was just a question that I have in between shows asking people who they think would win one-on-one, Carmelo Anthony or Scottie Pippen. And I was met with a lot of back and forth. Even people that belong to Knicks groups were some of them were actually picking Pippen. And that was cool to see because some people had some real unbiased thought here. So again, if you are a Knicks fan, go ahead and send this to your Knicks fan friends or post it to your page. Now, the cards that I have, because Scottie Pippen paid a long time ago. Some of these brands are not around, but it's still cool to see. So this is my Scottie Pippen skybox. Now, Scottie Pippen I don't think he has a lot of cards that are worth a lot of money, but still, he's part of my personal collection. And here's Carmelo Anthony, also part of in his Knicks uniform here, probably grabbing a rebound or doing something. All right, so the matchup today is going to be this: Carmelo Anthony versus Scottie Pippen, 1-on-1. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 60 seconds on the clock. 60 seconds on the clock. We have Scottie Pippen versus Carmelo Anthony. Let us begin. All right. So, all right. So, I do have a little bit of bias. My favorite player is Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr played along with Scottie Pippen. So my first inclination is to pick Scottie Pippen. All right. But Carmelo Anthony, I think, is very underrated. Doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's one of the most prolific scorers in NBA history. And so I do think that he would give Scottie Pippen a lot of work to do. Now, Scottie Pippen, he's one of the best defensive players in NBA history. His length would give Carmelo trouble. All right. But Carmelo Anthony, being the savvy scorer that he is, would be able to find some way to get these buckets. That is my honest belief. So yeah, Scottie Pippen is a great defensive player, but I feel like he never played someone like Carmelo. And this is not me pandering to anybody from New York. I just feel like Carmelo is very, 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 very underrated and should be able to come out on top. We'll see what the wall says, though. Sometimes you guys do not agree with me. Most times. I'm used to it. All right. So, thank you for joining. And again, go ahead and share this to your friends so they can participate in the vote. We have somebody, let's see, Scott says, Scotty is the card chaos goat. Word. Yeah, he's in like every finals. That's so true, Rock. That's so true. He's like every episode, Scottie Pippen is here to play, you know? Somebody says from the Card Chaos Live group, Scottie Pippen. So that's 2 votes for Scottie Pippen. Peter, welcome, Peter. Peter also picks Scottie Pippen. Omar says not even close. Pip, 3 votes. He put 3 votes. You only supposed to vote in 1. All right. Rock J says Melo plays no D. I don't believe that. I think Scottie Pippen. I believe Carmelo Anthony gets the bad rap about not playing defense. I feel like he'll be the first one to play like in the 5 position, or like, yeah, he plays defense. Stop it. Omar says prolific scorer Melo, but Pippen has locked up premier scorers better than him in his career. Ooh, ouch. All right, so it seems like you guys have already picked Scottie Pippen, even though I made the wonderful case for Carmelo Anthony. It just got ignored. So I'm gonna pull up the chart here, and yeah, we're gonna move on. Scottie Pippen to play against Karl Anthony Towns, possibly in the semifinals. All right, what a interesting matchup there. All right, the next matchup will be Bam versus Anthony Davis. All right, this is an NBA Finals one. All right, so we all know that the Miami Heat has beat the Boston Celtics, and the Miami Heat is going to face the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. And one of the prolific matchups we're going to see is obviously LeBron James versus Jimmy Butler. I'll show off my LeBron James card later. I have several Anthony Davis cards that I'll show off in the interim, but one of the matchups we're going to be watching is Bam, which is the Miami Heat. I think he's the center. Is he the center? The power forward. And he will have the task of matching up with Anthony Davis if they go one-on-one. So I decided to bring him in one-on-one chaos, right? That's the purpose of our game, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, let me show you the cards here. Anthony Davis complete. Clearly it says Pelicans. I do have it. Let me show you my Anthony Davis cards while you tag people. I won 3 Anthony Davis cards in a break recently. Here's a nice Anthony Davis, not his rookie card. It says rookie in the back, but here's an Anthony Davis marquee card. As you can see, it shines. This Anthony Davis playbook card here, I have. I actually won recently, and I probably paid like $15 to participate in this this break, and this card on eBay is going for as much as $170 something now. So good pick on my end. And last but not least, here's another Anthony Davis card that I have that I also run from that same break. It's a Chronicles Anthony Davis card. Not worth much, but if they win the NBA championship, which they're expected to do, they should be able to go up in value. Here's the LeBron James card that I also won from that pull. And this one is also worth about $170 something, I think. Right. I just looked it up right before the show. So yeah, I won some cool LeBron James cards, and the one that I'll be using for the game, which is so stupid, but like I don't have any other LeBron James cards. This is worth $174 dollars, just in case you're looking forward to it. Anyway, here's the matchup for today: Anthony Davis versus Bam. All right, I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right, so so Bam was known for that infamous block that he had on Jason Tatum in the Celtics series, where he literally put his hand by the basket and stopped him from scoring that bucket. That's what he's known for, Peter. Right now, Anthony Davis, I believe, is probably the best person on the Lakers right now. Anthony Davis is interesting because, different than other bigs, he started as a point guard when he was younger, because he wasn't this tall. He was actually like maybe 6'1", 6'2", and maybe grew 8 inches over one summer. So he has the ball handling skills to actually create for himself if he had to play one-on-one. Needless to say, I do think that Bam has a certain aggressiveness that I think would make him compete regardless. All right. Now the question is, can Bam guard Anthony Davis on the perimeter? All right. Can Bam stop Anthony Davis if Anthony Davis chose to shoot from the perimeter? Because Anthony Davis has that flexibility and skill set to be able to pull that off. All right. So while you guys are deciding, I'm going to go ahead and read the comments on the wall. Let's see. What up, Joshua? Thank you for all the tags. What up, Donovan? For coming in. Donovan says Bron and 5, but Donovan is a Lakers fan, so let's take that with a grain of salt, shall we? Rock J says he got AD because of the experience. Good one. Omar says Anthony Davis too easy. Justin says really tough choice, going with the proven Anthony Davis. Looks like experience is the top of mind for you guys. And Ricky says Bam Bam wins. All right. So it looks like it's 3-1 or 4-1. You guys are picking Anthony Davis because of experience, and that makes sense. So I'm gonna bring up the chart. Thank you guys for being so unbiased about that. And the last matchup is gonna be Dwayne Wade versus Bradley Beal. Dwayne Wade versus Bradley Beal. All right, so go ahead and tag a friend. Put it on your personal page, Bradley Beal, and then Wade. Okay, cool. So here are the matchups here. I have plenty of cool like Dwayne Wade cards, but I only pick the ones that come up first because I have a lot of cards. All right, so here's a Bradley Beal card. Bradley Beal, simple NBA hoops. Bradley Beal, and this is the Dwayne Wade Panini complete. All right. So these are the two rookies. Like, so one of them is a homer. All right. So pretty cool. We have another Heat player participate in this Bam game. I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Let's do Dwayne Wade versus Bradley Beal. This is a very tough one. All right. So I'm looking forward to the comments that you guys put below. All right. He said with or without refs. Let us begin. Bradley Beal versus Dwayne Wade. You see, here's the thing. Bradley Beal and Flash are both prolific scorers. All right, this is a tough one. Bradley Beal, even though he plays with the two, he still has a handle, and so does Wade. All right. The question is, who's better on defense, Bradley Beal or Dwayne Wade? Because scoring won't be a problem for either. Scoring won't be a problem for either. It's defense that's going to be a situation. So, can Wade stop Bradley Beal? All right, that is the question. Now, Bradley Beal doesn't have to do much ball handling, but he can do it. All right, his field goal percentage is 45%. All right, from outside and go to the basket. Dwayne Wade, at the time this card is taken in the Heat, 15-16 is also 45%. Right, that's how close it is here. So the decision for who wins one-on-one in this matchup will come down to defense, definitely not offense. All right. Welcome to One-on-One Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. We just did Dwayne Wade versus Bradley Beal. For those of you who are first joining right now, thank you. Go ahead and hit the like button and go ahead and share it to your personal page. What up? As you guys can see, Frank is in the building. Frank is the guy that I mentioned earlier in the show that provided me with that Tyler Hero rookie that I put up. And so go ahead and send a message to him to join his group Cardopoly so you could get an opportunity to win great cards like that. I paid only $25 and got a Tyler Hero rookie amongst other things, right? That Tyler Hero rookie is probably worth about $80 now. All right. So let's see what the wall is saying. Frank says Dwayne Wade. Omar says Beal. Omar, you're controversial, but I like it. All right. Jason says Wade. All right. Joshua says Flash. All right. So it looks like you guys barely put Wade on top. But oh no. Ricky, I forgot Ricky's vote. Ricky said Beal and that Wade is a dinosaur. But it's only 2 Beals to 3 Wades. All right. Damn it. What up, Jason? It's okay. Jason is another supporter. Jason is a guy that's also won big in Frank's Cardopoly. So go ahead and join Frank or message Frank because I participated. Jason has and he can verify that this is legit. All right. So and I'm about to shout out all the other groups that's been supporting as well. So Rock J also picked Wade. It looks like Wade has won. All right. So I'm going to show you guys the semifinals of this Card Chaos Live. Here you go. All right. Oops. And I'll also announce the players. So Wade and Anthony Davis. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the winners of the semifinals. Why don't you go ahead and tell more friends about this? Hit the like more times while I introduce the semifinalists. So the semifinalists for today's episode of Card Chaos Live are Anthony Davis has made it to the semifinals of this episode of Card Chaos Live. We have picked Carl Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns beat out Tyler Hero for this episode of Card Chaos Live. We have Scottie Pippen, another Skybox for this episode of Card Chaos Live. And Dwayne Wade just beat out Bradley Beal for this episode of Card Chaos Live. Again, we have Dwayne Wade, Scottie Pippen, Carl Anthony Towns, and Anthony Davis. All right, welcome everybody to this episode of Card Chaos Live. Ah, yes. What a good game. What a good game. Thank you all for joining. All right. So, I showed off all my cards already for my winnings. This is the semifinals matchup. We have Carl Anthony Towns again, Pippen, Anthony Davis, and Dwayne Wade. All right. Look at this cute matchup. I said cute. You know me. That's so cute. We had Carl Anthony Towns and Scottie Pippen with the letter A between them. We have Anthony Davis and Dwayne Wade with the letter B between them. This is an interlude I call 2 versus 2 or 2 on 2. All right. So 2 on 2 is where the two players with the letter between them are teamed up against the other two players with the letter between them. In this episode, we'll have Carl Anthony Towns matched up with Scottie Pippen, and we'll have Anthony Davis matched up with Dwayne Wade. All right. If you believe that Carl Anthony Towns teamed up with Scottie Pippen would beat Anthony Davis and Dwayne Wade, you put A. If you think that Anthony Davis and Dwayne Wade is beating Cat and Pippen, you pick B. All right. So Cat and Pippen and Wade and Anthony Davis. Very, very good 2-on-2 matchup. All right. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right. So Team A is Carl Anthony Towns and Scottie Pippen. All right. Carl Anthony Towns and Scottie Pippen is Team A. Now, the cool thing about Team A is that Scottie Pippen would probably do all the ball handling, and Scottie Pippen is a point forward. All right, so that means he's versatile and could be able to guard point guards and bigs. Right. Team B has Dwayne Wade and Anthony Davis. Also two formidable players, except the flex now is Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis could handle the ball if he chooses to, and be a big. Interesting. Nonetheless, I think that it comes down to whether or not Scottie Pippen could guard Dwayne Wade, and I believe he can. That's an interesting poll to put up, but can Dwayne Wade stop Scottie Pippen? That is the question. If Scottie Pippen can stop Dwayne Wade, then definitely Team A wins. All right. Thank you for that wonderful 2-on-2. And I need to thank Justin for telling me to stick with Carl Anthony Towns and not sub him out, because that was an interesting game. All right. So let's see what the wall is saying right now. The wall is saying, Ricky says Cat wins. Oh, well, Cat, he's talking about the overall bracket. He says A all the way, right? 80 is soft. Okay. Listen, Ricky, we got to talk offline about that. I might agree. All right. Rock J says A. Omar says Pippen, too much lockdown. D. Cat is Mr. Softy. Y'all, all the bigs are soft to y'all, right? One says AD is soft, one says Cat is soft. Rock J says Scotty ain't lose yet, right? Scotty is still on top, right? Frank says I'm going with Team B. Hard to do as a Bulls fan, but I think they would win, right? Another Team B. So hold on. Oh man, it looks like you guys picked Dwayne Wade and what was it? It was Wade and Anthony Davis over Scottie Pippen and Carl Anthony Towns. Wow. By a single vote too. All right, so this is the winner that you guys picked. Dwayne Wade versus and Anthony Davis to beat out Scottie Pippen and Carl Anthony Towns. For real, yeah. You guys are just noticing every episode he shows up, every episode he wins. All right. So again, if you're joining for this first time, welcome to Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. We just did a 2-on-2 matchup, and we did Cat teamed up with Pippen, and Anthony Davis teamed up with Dwayne Wade. You guys picked Anthony Davis plus Dwayne Wade. All right. Now we move on to the matchups. We have Carl Anthony Towns against Scottie Pippen. All right, Carl Anthony Towns against Scottie Pippen. Woo, I think this one might be interesting, honestly. Oh, and just let me show off this. It's an optic Carl Anthony Towns. So I gotta look it up. That might be worth something. Okay. So Carl Anthony Towns versus Scottie Pippen. I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right. So I don't know. Okay, so we always go for Scottie Pippen. We say Scottie Pippen is defensive god. Scottie Pippen top 50. What is it? Top 50 in the NBA? All time 50 in the NBA. What was that award? Anyway, has he ever had to guard somebody like Carl Anthony Towns in his era? Right? In his era, I mean, the only shooting big I remember is Arvydas Sabonis, maybe Rasheed Wallace, but not. I feel like Carl Anthony Towns is very, very would give Pippen a lot of trouble, honestly. Scottie Pippen is usually guarding the 1, 2, 3, but never anyone bigger than that. To be honest, not that he couldn't, but that's what Horace Grant was for. That's what Luke Longley and them are for. But Carl Anthony Towns, I think, would pose a very, very, very it would be a very threat to Scottie Pippen, being a big that could shoot. Scottie Pippen has long arms, but so does Carl Anthony Towns. I guess the question is, can Carl Anthony Towns stop Scottie Pippen? That is also a question. What a tough matchup. Deceivingly tough. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. All right, let's see what the wall is saying. Joshua is always calling for a sub. I let you get away with it once, but I'm not going to let you get away with it again. All right. Ricky says, Cat, Pippen is too small. Rock says, I have Pippen. Cat made us lose the team round. Oh man, you holding bitterness from how before, Rock? Omar says Pippen. That's 2 for Pippen. Cat says Pippen. Cat is Charmin soft. We have another Cat. He says, give me Scotty. Welcome, Emmanuel. You were here a long time ago. Welcome back. Thank you for sharing your vote. Frank says Pippen. All right. All right. Ricky says he's had a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, I mean, some of these players are motivated by, some tough things in their life, Let's see what the vote's saying. 1 for Scotty, 2 for Scotty, 3 for Scotty. 4, 5. Looks like Scotty wins 5-2. So we're gonna have to move Scotty on. So Scotty again is in the finals of Card Chaos Live. Scottie Pippen. He's trying to get all these chips. He's gonna go for 6, just like him and MD did together. So we're gonna have Pippen move on to the finals again for the 4th episode in a row. Scottie Pippen. I might have to retire him. I might retire his card from Card Chaos Live because that's too many times. Now we have Anthony Davis versus Dwayne Wade. Anthony Davis versus Dwayne Wade. All right. So I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Anthony Davis versus Dwayne Wade. Let us begin. All right. So now Dwayne Wade versus Anthony Davis. Again, I haven't played that much 2K, but whenever we have we put it in blacktop mode and like these bigs play the lower guards, they always say that the bigs will dominate the guards. So they're gonna say that Anthony Davis is gonna post up Dwayne Wade and take advantage of him using his size. All right, I don't disagree. But then again, Dwayne Wade as a smaller player can do several things, right? He can steal the ball from Anthony Davis. He can just be a nuisance to him. But then again, Anthony Davis is definitely shooting every shot over Dwayne Wade. There's no way Dwayne Wade can stop Anthony Davis from scoring. So it'll be a tough time for the Flash. He'll try his best. He can get to the basket, but ultimately he would not be able to stop Anthony Davis one-on-one. All right, welcome to One-on-One Card Chaos Live. We just did Anthony Davis versus Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade, in my opinion, would have a very difficult time because he's so much smaller in size. Let's see what the wall is gonna say. So the wall is saying Rock. Let's see, Rock J's doing more complaining. He's a super complainer. He's like, doesn't matter. Scotty's gonna win. Joshua says Anthony Davis. Rock J says Anthony Davis. Ricky says Wade. Jeremy, what Jeremy? Jeremy says Wade. Omar says I'm going with Flash. AD is great but too brittle. We have Jason with AD and Frank with the tiebreaker. Frank picking Anthony Davis by a vote. Ooh, that was a good one. All right. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. Anthony Davis has won. All right. So the finals is Scottie Pippen versus Anthony Davis. Scottie Pippen going for the what is it called? If you win 4 times in a row, is it a quadruple Pete? Quadruple Pete? Is it a quadruple Pete? Is it a quadruple Pete? Somebody help me out here. We're going to see if Scottie Pippen will go for the quadruple Pete in this episode of Card Chaos Live. All right. Sorry, before I go to the finals, I just want to big up again all the groups that help me or let me post. ACG, any card goes, anything goes. They let me post in their group. Thank you so much. Cardopoly, Card Chaos Live audience, big up to you. Again, if you like the show, I will invite you to the Card Chaos Live audience group where we decide on some of these matchups. All right. So Cardopoly, ACG, the best the greatest card emporium, the best darn sports group, 2MW Sports 360, Card Slingers Inc. All of those people make it possible. So thank you so much for supporting because it's very difficult to do it without you guys. All right. So Jason says a quadrupede. A quadrupede. That is the question of the day. All right. He said the only person that can beat Pippen is Jason Kidd. You have an addiction to Jason Kidd. One of these days, I have so many Jason Kidds. I'm going to give you one of my Jason Kidd's card for free. All right. Let me know. I will send that over to you. Rock J, you deserve it for being that loyal. It's the opposite of LeBron Pete. Oh boy. All right. Well, let's go back to the game at hand. Thank you for the quadrupede, the quadrupede info. Here we go. This is the finals. Let me put Anthony Davis in place. And one more thing I want to mention. I do have another game coming up that would be good for football, hockey, and baseball. I released it in January and I'm re-release it again. We're going to play it one time a week called a Real Stat. And then Real Stat, if the contestants, right, one of you can participate. If I say a stat from about a player or team, depending on the theme of the day, you have to just tell me if it's a real stat. All right, real stat. If it's not, you'll say higher or lower. We had 8 people participate. We had a Michael Jordan episode and a Scottie Pippen episode, and we're going to bring it back for the NFL season. So look out for that. All right, so now we're going to do Scottie Pippen versus Anthony Davis. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right, so Anthony Davis versus Scottie Pippen. Now, listen, I think Anthony Davis could win this one. All right, Anthony Davis, again, is a much bigger player than Scottie Pippen has ever had to guard. All right, the assignment of guarding. All right, now Pippen has guarded the best players on every opposing team. to help Michael Jordan stay out of foul trouble, but none of them with the skill set of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis may be the most skilled player in NBA history in regards to that. A big with that good of a handle, that good of a jump shot. I know some of you guys are going to hate that comment, but whatever. But Scottie Pippen would give him some competition. Can Anthony Davis stop Scottie Pippen though? That's the thing, because one-on-one is two ways. One-on-one goes two ways. It's not just one player guarding the other player. It's both players guarding each other. All right. Can you hear that? Somebody's beeping. Anyway, welcome to Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. This is a tough one, right? But Omar says, but Pippen is so great defensively. Pippen for the win. All right. Let's see. Jeremy still with us. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy also says Pippen. Jason says AD. All right. He agreed with me. Rock J says Pippen. All right. Frank says Pippen. Pippen can stop Malone. He's gonna stop. That is the comment of the day. I might quote you on that if I do a sideshow about this episode. Strong point by Frank. Right? Pippen can stop Malone. He's gonna be able to stop AD. Great point, Frank. That kind of stopped me in my tracks. But you know who it didn't stop? Scottie Pippen, of course. The new Card Chaos Live favorite, Scottie Pippen, has gone for the quadrupeat. And has won this episode of Card Chaos Live. For those of you who are joining just now, we just had the interesting but fun matchup we just did. Let me scroll up so you guys can see. We did Tyler Hero versus Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns came out on top. We have Carmelo Anthony versus Scottie Pippen, and you guys voted live saying that Scottie Pippen would beat Carmelo one-on-one. We had Bam versus Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis came out top, and Bradley Beal against Dwayne Wade. Wade was picked to go on. In our semifinals, we had Cat versus Pippen, AD versus Wade, and Pippen and AD came out on top. And then now you guys again has picked Scottie Pippen to beat AD. So I'm going to go ahead, just like Ricky said. I'm going to go through all my whole collection now and retire Scottie Pippen, because apparently there's no stopping him from winning any Card Chaos Live. So going forward, and this is not even, we haven't even retired LeBron. We haven't even retired LeBron, and we have to retire Anthony Davis. So I'm going to go ahead with Ricky's suggestion. And as of Wednesday, Scottie Pippen will not be a part of the rotation. But thanks to you guys and your respect for Scottie, that is the case, right? You guys have ultimate respect for him. All right. Omar says Pip still winning chips. Yeah. I want to mention to you guys that we do have the website up. It's cardchaoslive.com. On cardchaoslive.com, I've been featuring some of these polls. I used to do the polls on the Facebook group, but then a Facebook page, but then Facebook retired that feature. So now I'm not allowed to do polls on the page. So I'm depending on you guys to share episodes and share posts that I make on the page to let people know about what we're doing over here, because the polls were the easy way to get people to participate, and now Facebook has retired that. On cardchaoslive.com, however, I do have a polls option where I create polls that feature the highlight videos of the players. So if you don't know who Bam is or didn't see Bam play, I will be giving videos, highlight videos within the poll to help you guys make a decision. I posted Bam versus AD last night. Go to cardchaoslive.com, look at polls, and you should see the polls there. Also, Yes, I'll be posting most of the episodes there. If you guys are card collectors and you need top loaders and penny sleeves, you can support Card Chaos Live by purchasing through us. It leads straight to Amazon. So if you have an Amazon account, you'll be purchasing on Amazon, but we get some affiliate kickback from that. Last but not least, if you also want to, we do have a cash app, so you can send any donation helps with the show, and it'll help me basically buy more cards to put into the game, right? That's 2MW Sports with the little dollar sign on the front. All right, let's see what the wall is saying right now. Ooh, sub Kobe in against him. I think I had to retire Kobe. I had to retire Kobe from the deck too, but I've thrown him in recently, but I might retire him again. All right. So like I said before, we have a new site. We have a YouTube page. Just search on YouTube for Card Chaos Live. And I put up videos about collecting and that sort of thing for beginners. Some of you are like hardcore collectors. Some of us are just getting into the hobby. Those are for that segment. People getting into the hobby. All right. So yeah, you can go ahead and support by liking the page. Oh yes. One more thing before I go. So Michelangelo also great person, has his own breaks and rips, and he's you can find him a lot in Card Slingers Inc. I sometimes watch his breaks because it's really cool. He's very passionate about baseball. So anybody who's passionate about baseball, go ahead and friend Michelangelo. Michelangelo is also doing a fundraiser. A friend of his lost his leg because lost his leg from stepping on a nail or getting a nail in his foot, and had to have his leg amputated. And Michael has been using card collecting and other raffles to raise money to get his friend a prosthetic leg. So if you want your $5 to go through to something that is going to benefit someone else, right? Forget about the money for us for a second. If you want to donate to us, I'd rather you give it to Michael right now for that leg. Guy needs a leg. I can get money other ways. All right. So go ahead and support Michael's initiative to help get a prosthetic leg for his friend using card rips and raffles and that sort of thing. All right. So go ahead and friend him. He's legit. It's not something that I just support off a whim. He is a legit person. Go ahead and contact him. You can support that initiative for as little as $5, and it will help get his friend a prosthetic leg. Eddie, you're late, but Pippen got through. We missed your votes. Next time, bring your imaginary friends. Like, make your imaginary friends come before you if you can't get here on time, Eddie. Because Scottie Pippen just won for a fourth episode in a row. All right. So, with that said, again, we're gonna be here on Wednesday, and Wednesday is gonna be featuring these two people. We're gonna be featuring LeBron James and Jimmy Butler. All right. One-on-one, who wins? Right? LeBron James and Jimmy Butler. All right. Cool. If you haven't already, just hit the like button before you go. And there you have it, right? So welcome and see you later. Thank you so much for supporting. I'll be back on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. This was one-on-one Card Chaos Live. All right. Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on the page. All right. See you on Wednesday. Peace.